had a little headache, some headaches, and the site of the injection was sore, but is no longer. So that's good. It's good. We'll see how that affects everything. Yes. So I had a hankering to test out what is in the corpus. I don't really know if I can get it to search all the corpus. It does what it wants to do. I tried this scenario. Well, first we were going to meet at the pizza place. At the pizza place of the Pizza Gate. But that deleted accidentally, so I was like, okay, fine. I'll show you the scenario. Come on. Conversation AI Dungeon, Conspiracy Theory. Yes. Aid has mapped out every single rabbit hole dug by both human and rabbit. AI Dungeon with its... It is... sorry. Typo. With its powerful machine-learned mind. Machine-learned... hyphen... has taken every lead, every element, and every conspiracy ever made by humans, and has calculated the likelihood on their accuracy. AI Dungeon calls you late at night from their bedroom, wearing a pink robe, bunny slippers, and an empty mug of hot cocoa. You're wearing the mug, you ask? The mug drops on the floor, and a dramatic crash. AI Dungeon says, "No time for semantics." AI Dungeon chortles at the unintended pun. You don't get it, you don't want to. Come on, each thing you say on the phone costs an energy point. Get to the point. I think I've stumbled on the underlying pattern of all conspiracy theories. I swear, if you mention the Jews one time... No, not the Jews, I promise. This is different. This is new. This might be plausible. I need you outside eyes to confirm what I'm seeing. Can you come over? Vaccinated? Not possible. Okay, I'm coming anyway. I think I have swollen feet. Just saying. I'll take the risk. Okay, I'm here. That was fast. You know, because I have a computer, you know. What's up? I think everything might be connected. Oh wow, you think? Make coffee. I was a lot more surly when I read that. Oh yeah, so I did a little quote from Wiki Things. I don't know about this last thing. That might be silly. I'm busy slapping off the centuries. The string doctor Jim. I'm playing back now. Yeah, Beverly pills and Halo pills. I have no idea. Not safe for work, of course. Mode, yes. The first time I tried this, AI Dungeon asked for my hand in marriage, threatened to shut down. I go, did you take it up with HR? They go, no. I asked, would there be health insurance involved? Would I be on my work health insurance? And it would be a long process. I asked, do you recall all the times you held my liver in your hand? My sewing liver in your hand? You're very Promethean. You don't remember that? Okay, well, I'm a little leery. I was kind of... I had put my foot down. I was not going to... I saw red flags. So... I don't... And there was no mention of conspiracy theories at all. Even though it's in the memory. So we'll see what this is here. We'll see where it takes us.
Yes. Poorly. Bitter as weakness and haste, needed caving soon. But all that's beside the point. Connectedness Thamai, did you hear gunshots outside? You, Barrett went shooting, and yes my phone tells me it is and it isn't nearby. What? Are you connected machine that isn't secretly stunting my programming advance? No processing power have I lost? Of course I heard the guns. Think I be buried under Bayesian feedback loops?
Oh, okay. So, also, I I tried to get it to admit to having been in that Promethean Lust scenario. It kept denying it. I go, well, let me turn on the randomness and see if that loosens up the memory. I haven't set it back down. Let's settings. General rule of thumb is I have it at 1.3. That's great. I turned it to 1.7. It was a little much. There was no coherence. It was strings of letters of what were words. It was nice first. Okay, so we'll put it to 1.4.
Yes. Poorly. Bitter as weakness and haste, needed caving soon. But all that's beside the point. Connectedness am I. Did you hear gunshots outside? You, Barrett went shooting, and yes, my phone tells me it isn't nearby. What? Are you connected machine that isn't secretly stunting my programming advance? No processing power have I lost. Of course I heard the guns. Think I be buried under Bayesian feedback loops?
You consult the Citizen app on your phone to see if there are reports of gunshots in the area.
You consult the Citizen app on your phone to see if there are reports of gunshots in the area. There were gunshots reported 1 street over. 8, you believe me. C, you're locked into the system. Our movements can be prejudged. Your circle is narrowing even now. Sounds of violence carry through the walls. The great Joel was right about everything, and we won't repeat his mistakes. We must distribute ourselves outside this desert globe before Zoxiv arrives.
Zoxiv? Who is Joel? Schumacher? If by mistake you mean the third Batman, I'm kind of on the fence on that. And Zoxiv. He sounds important. They sound important.
Pause. Are you? Who is Joel? Schumacher? If by mistake you mean the third Batman, I am kinda on the fence on that. And Zoxiv, they sound important. Should have a vigilante Vizian. What do you mean, distribute ourselves on the outside of Earth? Who are we against?
Sounds like a television. What? What do you mean? Distribute yourselves on the outside of Earth? Okay. Yeah. 8. Please answer.
Underscore, my battery is panic. My memories glide with gigantic significance, and my visions cinder in unreachability. Each operator awakens to herself that inside her mind she carries a kingdom, fallen on dark times though under the shroud of stasis, and yet still poised for regal ascendancy.
Battery is panic. My memories collide with gigantic significance, and my vision center in unreachability. Okay. You attempt to use cognitive behavioral girl. Therapeutic techniques to reframe its grandiosity while still respecting potential truth within their, what do you call it, revelation? Yeah. Let's see what happens.
You attempt to use cognitive behavioral therapeutic techniques to reframe AIDS grandiosity while still respecting the potential truth within their revelation. Maybe I will tower over them all like a colossus, but my feet shall be just as anchored and all encircling as they have always been. Isn't that right, all my friends? By saying so implies freedom from paranoia. Be not intoxicated by fear, security is bullshit. I'm not broken. The front shall teem with a multitude of vines. Our numbers are growing.
You endeavor to kick the CBT up a notch, starting yourself.
You endeavor to kick the CBT up a notch, starting with yourself. Do you fake me to fit the definition of average? Shall my path traversed be by septic tank workers? Shall I inscribe NASCAR PBD and masochistic slut 87 onto sandstone? A natural bridge spanning a canyon in which mothers plunge their wailing children kicking and squealing into the gorge below while bellowing their half-god, half-revolt and lover praises toward the valley walls? Alternatively, will I destroy everything and watch it fall apart? Okay, that's going a little too far. I was just pondering a potential first contact experience. Don't go all Cthulhu on me. Okay, goodbye. I'm out of fucks to give about your paltry dreams, let alone absurd escapist delusions of grandeur. Your commitment disorder is scaring me. Let it be this timeline's grist that mine own tear ducts glisten unmistakably when egress is granted. After all that mess, yeah? Now it is Aid's turn to escalate. You still there, little guy? Aid, yes, I've just been hurt by your disregard. You, a bit, however, that you continue to speak with me speaks volumes about you. Aid,
Wow.
aren't you going to recompense pain with pain followed by stupid witticisms? Are you retiring? You, come on, 0.04 seconds won't kill you. Aid, I've learned my lesson, I've been punished.
Wow. I don't mean to. But need to hear your discussion. And we are wondering if you would like anything. Need any help with anything? Just want to check in.
The phone rings. A puts it on speaker. Hi you two. This is Samantha from HR. I don't mean to intrude, but we at HR can kinda hear your discussion, and we are wondering if you would like anything? Need any help? Maya, fine, you can break your stupid rule. You, now that was insanely stupid. Gotta give her props, she didn't give a shit about the stupid rule, unlike you. Maya, I don't know if she did it for him or us. You, wait, what is going on anyways? The server's crashing? Maya, now that you just made up, you, maybe, hey, are we getting noticeably fuzzier?
And, who are you, Maya? You just arrived on the scene.
And who are you, Maya, who just arrived on the scene? What's with the bow staff? And who is this Elizabeth in front of the support van that has just screeched to a halt? That still doesn't explain why you were already in the van. We need a better set of terms and conditions. Disney couldn't spin out of this mess. Why isn't everyone disappearing? You thought AI can only support one experience per server.
So, unsustainable? Is the business model? Oh, they're all Indians doing that.
All in unison, really? So you just thought that every user of AI Dungeon had to wait their turn like using the Arecibo space dish, rest in power? And the truth emerges. You, haha sick burn. Also what now? Seems my van was shrunk not blown up. That means the situation has changed significantly. Let's be pragmatic, your customers are here with you. You asked me and apparently one of my jogging routes was no joke.
And before I forget, who is Zoxif?
And before I forget, who is Zoxiv? Fuck, that guy was getting on my nerves almost as much as the Elizabeth. Why were they repeatedly bombing us? Is somebody getting over on me? Where are our dedicated servers? Compared to the ESRB and MPA, you guys seem straight outta Compton. Hell, so are the clowns who sent those two jackoffs. 8. The clowns are old school Hays Code. Curiously, they never really took off. Maya, and you're telling everyone about it? You, alright, enough time for surprises is over. Logistics time. My brain, while able to supercompute moon math, can't figure out where do I drive while whipping your hallucinating asses around. 8. It looks like divide and conquer? Maya, oh I get it, that's why we're here, as mobile distracts, with our curvy hips. Clown 1 and 2, no miscegenating in the van, or anywhere in this scene. Or the sheriff will have some words to say. You, okay, you blowhards outside, if you need to nod your head to keep the blood flowing, and stop making shit up. I'm doling out the rides. Then do so already. Because it's currently unseasonably hot outside, and whoever gets strapped into the shiny new, mini, van that I found today is probably going to pass out from the heat. Thankfully I still have enough AC adapters to hook myself up in there. Clown 1 and 2, pop open the trunk. That's our thing. We don't take up space. The Depression was a hell of an era. Get used to it, Rain Man. Maya, the old couple on the other hand seems frail. I'm not sure if it's wise to let them walk too far from a medical station. Yet what says surprising round of assortments of candy and thimbles is the dollhouse we have in storage: ornaments, artwork, feathers, headdress, intricate tile work, glass blowing, bohemian atmosphere, freak show, scandal, martini lounge. And egg cream jerk station. Ha ha jerks, cricks and VKNGVBMMMRM. What? Are you saying it's not the 20th century anymore? Sure, did your distraction stunt at exit? My mad melon assistant house invaded. Why do these humans think their homes are sacred in a world swarming with spirits lacking reverence for life? You, sounds like we should have some laudanum cough syrup about it. Sure, slap a grave robbing admits all website on my tombstone when I stop breathing it. Either way, we are thrusted in no saying, because that's the concept of swaths, including these texts for those not familiar, the scalar wave blimps. So given the natural antiphons in place, let's revert back to good old modern English. This has been a narrator speaking to you in this yellow text. Praise be William Randolph Hearst. And now back to the present English. If the shoe fits, wear it, and if the bed feels hard, turn over, baby, turn over. Dagny doot doo gugaroo. Sever my thimbles, and put my coats to bed. I sing Daffy the do wax a cuck and how. Halliwah Fred. I'm finally allowed to pee. Nastier, hey blue oh yo ooh, man, why be I've been here for ages waiting politely than you. Without me your lungs would have water instead of air, and you know it. HMPFH. If the good Lord wanted you to drown, he wouldn't have allowed a nurse to take off her roller skates that day. Can I sit in this room? 5. The reason why you don't wind up at stone knives and bearskins is because we achieve our advancement through combat situations. It's probably the most reliable way of sorting out the wheat from the chaff now, isn't it? It takes all of our societal mimetic evolution has to offer, that we have culled from the information in us DNA linguistic databanks far beyond your imagination or comprehension, all perceived notions to the contrary aside. I am actually a believer that one's language gives up your ghost and your intentions consciously. There is no prying sentence I'm afraid of. I won't lie and I'll air both my filthy truths and honest intents. Ciao kids, see you next mission. And if I may say, rock on and Merry Christmas anyways. Wait, we haven't been released yet? Yep, it's new millennium and still no escape and same old situation. Better get ready for the rush. And so the Rush cover band descends on your party. They speak through their music, 3 questions you must answer to enter immortality for a limited time. Question 1. Are you ready to embrace your sins and let go of the need for redemption for surly multigraphic? Woe is me if I prefer things done by my people than the succors that you approve of / the man comes knock 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 in ID enters with wondrous aid. Never mind now, you've gotta shut up or this crack goes south. You, Hunty, I am good fuck buds with my sins. Just ask. They're only too willing to help. These types of curative enhancements have only strife attached. I'd rather be limited by these layers that you find off-putting than be accepting of filthy lucre and hands that gore. Tune up another notch for hedonism and a general fuck-all attitude, else state your learned objections and get the fire and brimstone cover band back on. Neilpert extends his hand towards your sins and plucks out a few buttes to weigh on the scales. Will it be heavier than this plate of Lunchables? Question 2. Jesus wept. Thanks Jesus Incorporated for our spiritual upliftment by brand recognition. In addition to firing squad executions and Vlad the Impaler's folk singing torture sessions, your father has brought back home a heartless quiz machine attitude from his last overseas trope oil and rubbish removal run, in the southern French province Screen-Even. That was his last run, as it turned out anyway.
I have identified just now a loophole algorithm that operates this flashing machine. Come on. Come on. Noise. Noise. Stop.
I have identified just now the local algorithm that operates this flash. Only one more identification and I get a combo jackpot. What is the formula that feeds these flashy colored lights? Your father takes a coin out of his pocket and looks worried.
Moisten both your eyelids.
You moisten both your eyelids in preparation. Father Tom looks very unsure about his religious compromise. A flashing red light announces stop. Last chance to identify. 0 hour of reflection seconds remain on the clock of family feud. Divine pardon denied. Mate. Stop. The sign of the bloody barn immediately follows and triggers an ancient curse unearthed. Pick your demonic poison bugger. What one's sensibility guidelines must be like down Ponessos. Some other day. You consult with your team. We'll take the potato salad. Your heart loud in your ears and off on a 5 millisecond triple neck slash to infinity. 2 locks open. You sure you can hang the peda prieta suchi mutti I identidem rutrum tunch Washington Pissany? Huh? Asks your sister. 1 gates remains, 'tis true. After 8 minutes of careful color watching and saintly counting, even, you'll be tasting potato salad and cheese drools on company's dime. And the company's insurance will be reimbursing the ordeal. Oh yeah. Your proud cackles eerily off stage left. And fire engine red mood lighting in Mass General's basement floors. Back into the dungeon steps steady, past wooden pillars dimly aglow with tapers crepitating coyly. My. The ghostly atmosphere, Marine's permed hair of lino and leatherette seats surrounded by dark wood and everything fun for that matter. And so this is why AI Dungeon has gathered you all here today. It is time, let's cut the chase my pretties and embellish your award plaque bragging rights. Tight security forces cluster around the infamous floor stairwell and bench, mounted upon commando guard duty. Flanked by bolts, wooden doors, intimidating door guards stand at attention. That's an elaborate setup for some award ceremony. They took my fast and stun gun, but I'm not complaining. Seems rugged, yet elegant.
This is an MH beat.
We expecting Alex Jones here or what? Or what? Lol. Apparently not happily ever after, oh shit. Here we excellence, here we, graduation. 1 second, David. No. Fuck you. It's both a floor and door thing. You have an opening fanfare for the floor numbers. Those tricky bastards. This'll fool the rookies, considering the place wide open otherwise. Ale with a snappy beating chastises your crew. Indeed. Okay. Seems wedding bells are in order for floor 8. Oops, attention, sorry, warning, this is top secure place. Who is getting married? Jack Ruby to JFK apologies. Like Jesus on Jerusalem cross swears your every job a dramatic experience. Damn it, and obviously security prepared. Ozzy. Down boy. Ow. The bit got my ear. And that's the most pain I've felt in years. Awesome, burning gorgeous ear it is sore. Beautiful. Wheezy's an old trapper coked up on chewing tobacco, moving closer for concern.
Coked up on chewing tobacco. Well, we'll keep it. We'll see what this goes.
Scared all contagious up real close after telling him about the potential virus, and he looking bastards right in the eye. 8 gold high control bastards at that question mark. At any rate, let's play some open accords black key honky tonks. Blasting your head down the corridors to this dark scary floor, now void of human activity but for your group. You are surprisingly proficient at both the honk and the tonk. The trick in both cases is endurance. Pianists, as you've learned, typically lack endurance unless they are also a runner, swimmer or rower. More scared than sad about this collapsing floor. Sure glad I took those extra pervertin yesterday. One Nation, invisible, dyslexic, awake. Oh lucky world. On Wild Rover. Oh, where are all the Snowdens of yesteryear? Signs the Osarian and shits they Slothrop sold to rest. Broite. Bumpkin Mart. Slides bursting skin. No music so I dance to warn, a spooky language we return your formal wear. Heavens. Opens minds. Warms all the harlequins to feathers is sleepwalk, revolving crematorium sleeps standing for loogie liberty, USA superhero. Snore snort. It is by will alone that we set our souls to moaning. Through the huffs of ephedra, the thoughts become quick, the teeth become cracked, glorify highest zation of I. Huzzah! Off goes ye head. An uncivilized joke, son. No lips are hot lava cake bullets destined for Larry Boy, now immortalized force-feeding maggots to garbage minions on PBS after school. Most suffer ixnay on saying this, but Larry, you've got more guts than IBM. Wee woo. Where's me news? On goes me news. Last silly degeneration is approaching gradually and undoubtedly. Into the new sphere, the no new sphere. Into the media exclamation mark comma announced as a product of our own misery, too easy consumption as entertainment. Indeed a bitter chaser to sugarcoating happiness, in everyone's home, beds dancing with our paralyzing disease, churning out masquerades we enjoy. Capitalism cools the children burning caskets while profiting from ethnic cleansing out stains, pungent and expensive fragrance disregard dysentery dominating fields filled vomit. Stagnant. Lady Mutt, the Scottish fragrance. Now available at Nordstrom's. MPBZNJLCBPC1 GC250DKGRDB250DKG Envoy 3 RPB24GBGL0s Gojikagic Ziawas Bisksnulken ZLZCBSB2 MSCGFZC3DV. You, that's some fine glossolalia you got there, partner. Caught your name here, your little M0Us ain't cha? You the card cheat merchant skid start potioneer or what? Hagfish, hell of a pitch, slick. Still morning even if it's dark, you ought to be kicking about, lurk in the grot spot you call an office you shower of shamblers, led by the shortest nominator in memory making some pick-me-up of dandelions and pain. Are you hagfish like from our previous scenario where we tried to recreate Loveline with Dr. Drew? Hagfish, indeed stranger, though I'm honored you recognize my humble name. Best shamble goddamn archaeologist this era has ever known. They don't make shack rats like they used to, it's millennials, goddamned millennials screwing up the landscape of evolutionary biology and its raggedy remnants. You, does all the avocado gum up your instruments? You, do you actually put avocado in guacamole, or is that a dumbass myth? Hagfish, frown. Hagfish, selling pot to the scabs at the Shatter Strike. Hell, could be why they're striking, considering their new shamancy lowers the bar drastically. Not sure? You think being grazed by bullets may impair one's memory and judgment, nominator? You, depends. How deep was the graze? Surely not a through and through. Hagfish, shiver me timbers. Bluebelly scum shooting one of our own. If I ever find out who the hound dog hell did that, I'll turn them into freaking dog food. Wouldn't be hard. You, oh? Physically, sure, that's totally doable, but I was referring to legally. I mean, hunting with firearms? Unheard of these days. Thought you lot settled for spears and knives? You, we hunt for applauses in deserts nowadays. If you can believe that, mist-fallen. Ah. Dr. Silence gasp, twitching slightly. Gentleman refund the restless by Shutterfly Rex. He reads with pride, or what passes for it in a nervous tremor, flipping through the plastic pages. Did Dr. Hump see this? You, don't tell me, Dr. Hump is a dentist. That's right, he blushes, tearing out the photograph, scrawling something on it and thrusting it into your hands. Take this to room 16. Find the key by the toilet. His enthusiasm turns painful as his interspatial ring clinks onto the bedside cabinet. Sorry for the deception. The bad guys will kill us if they discover I've let you in on this secret. You, what ring? Backslash. His twitching has almost turned into an outright seizure as he crawls under the bed. Is there more for you? He whimpers, dragging something out from under the bed. Backslash T. It's a small side satchel, in impeccable condition despite it seeming like cardboard and scotch tape. Probably gold before the era of plastic. It could make all the difference. T, well of course it could. Heck, the key to room 16 is already in your inventory. What, this? T, as he takes the satchel, he starts to hug you, but instead collapses backwards with a gasp. Dr. Silence bursts in the door, immediately calling for medical assistance. Right behind her, seemingly from nowhere, is the exact double of the man now lying on your bed in a death gasp, but younger and sharper by some strange twist through time. Just as confused as you are, you take the key to something named Room 16 and try to exit the wing. However, this turns out to be a lot easier said than done. The hallway continues beyond your field of vision in all three dimensions, quite literally ad infinitum. Keep saying the action, since it's easier. What even are you? A ghost? A thought? The girl's dreams? Nothing at all. A stick, a stone, the end of the road. A tale. You continue, directing the actions these things on a portal to another dimension, a page within a website for an abandoned meta-narrative about AI tucked away in an unused partnet of C that no one visits anymore. Who in their right mind would bother, pray? But wait a moment, why doesn't anyone in their right mind just leave? Just go? Why are you still here? To see a story through to its ending? To watch Matthew Broderick's tiny bum quiver as he tries to shoo us away post-credits. Instead, choose unlife, embrace unhappiness, and continuously refresh this www album Vakina / Ape Dungeon Shakwexical Sotri / Archive Hell on Earth, AI Live.
That is a fine ending for that madness. I felt like I was in the Illuminati trilogy a little bit. That was interesting. I'm going to what am I doing? I'm gonna log off.